At St Vincent's Emergency, Scott is being treated after reporting he was attacked by a shark at Bondi Beach.
But we're just going to see how far down, you know. Obviously, sharks' teeth, you know, are quite long and they can penetrate quite deep down. So we've got to make sure that hasn't gone down into the elbow joint.
That's the most...
the one above the joint's the worst one.
Like I said, there's pain running up my arm.
Are you allergic to anything?
Yeah, sharks.
I'm just going to have a look under here, okay? Yeah, see, that's gone into the capsule of the elbow, okay? You didn't think of coming up last night?
It was all a big shot.
Yeah.
And I ran out of that water so fast.
Yeah.
And then I just collapsed.
Okay.
And went to sleep.
Anyway, you're here now, which is the main thing.
While shock may have clouded Scott's memory, Kelly has more precise recollections.
I knew that he went for a swim. He said to me, "I'm going for a swim, babe." And I said, "Okay, that's okay. You go for a swim, but be careful." And then next thing I fell asleep because I'm a very tired person. I love my sleep and everything like every girl does. And next thing he comes to bed and sleeps. And he didn't say a word. He just collapsed on the bed. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, "Babe, move over." And he didn't make a word out of his mouth or anything. And I woke up this morning and I saw blood all up his arm, all over his shorts and everything, and all over me.
It was like being cut through with a knife, but with a serrated knife. And just bites going chunk. But I just kept on hitting him in that nose as much as could, because it's so hard to hit through water. And I just couldn't get that big enough punches into his nose.
The orthopaedic surgeons have come down, and the wound that we saw on the elbow, it does need to go to theatre, and the others need to be washed as well and then sutured. And the best way to do that is in theatre under a general anaesthetic. We've assessed nerve damage and he's got normal sensation. He's been very lucky.
A shark has attacked a swimmer at Sydney's world-famous Bondi Beach. It's the first such attack in 70 years. He managed to break free and escape after punching the shark on the nose.
Next morning, beachgoers disregard the possible danger. Swimmers frolic in the exact spot where the attack reportedly took place. A little later, Bondi's international celebrity makes an emotional return to show off his 38 stitches.
Hey, Scotty, how are you, mate?
The story's spot on. Spot on, yeah. Couldn't get much more spot on. Bloody spot on.
Right.
Pulled through, but scary and it's upsetting, and yeah, I'm just grateful that I'm still here.
It's only a small one.
Didn't look small yesterday.
It's had a couple of goes at you. Do you remember it like whack?
3 times.
Yeah,
three times. But
it's come from an angle.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's probably a wobbly on because there's no bottom jaw. It's only been bitten from the top.
Yeah.
So that's, I've been thinking about it a lot. If it would have been a proper Noah, you would have had the bottom tooth as well. Yeah. And you wouldn't be here, mate. You would have bled to death.
Real glad I came out better.
Yeah, God,
It's like having a fight with Mike Tyson, but I never got the ear chewed off.
As the debate continues, Tom receives an anonymous phone call. A woman claims she knows the truth.
Saying that she knew the guy who got attacked by a shark and he's currently in police custody, and that he was a known criminal and that he was caught, breaking and entering.
Just because he is an alleged thief or an alleged criminal doesn't mean that he hasn't been attacked by a shark.
But the anonymous informer also claims Scott's injury happened days before the alleged attack. Scott's story is getting murkier by the minute. Lifeguards call in shark expert Dennis Reidy to put the case to rest.
Hello, mate. Yes, Dennis, come in, mate.
It could be a shark bite. I wouldn't be 100% sure. Now, what I generally like to do in this case is look at the underside as well.
Okay.
And if it's only on one side of the arm, then it's a little bit
well, it is only on one side of the arm.
Yeah,
every species of shark that you're aware of has teeth on the bottom.
Yep. And they're usually the thing that grabs first. So the typical behaviour of most of the sharks is to grab something with the lower teeth and then either saw or bite into it with the top.
There was nothing underneath here. It was only on top. We were under the presumption that wobbegongs had no bottom teeth, so that's why we thought it was a wobbegong. But clearly you've just proven us all wrong.
So is this the jaw of a wobbegong?
That's a wobbegong, yeah.
Okay.
It's about a 1.4 metre wobbegong.
Yep.
Can you tell me roughly the width of those?
You're looking at, I'd say, 3/4 of an inch.
Oh look, there's no shark that I know that'd have that wider scrape.
I'm not sure if you've heard today. He's been arrested. This gentleman for break and enter.
If I had two possibilities, one glass window
Yeah.
and two possible shark bite, I'd say the probabilities would lie in favour of the going through a glass window.
Days after Scott's alleged shark attack, beachgoers flock back to Bondi. Scott's murky story, an anonymous tip-off and evidence from a shark expert have left lifeguards sceptical. Now the newspapers have smelt a rat.
This has got to be one of the biggest hoaxes we've ever seen down here. Let me read it to you. Bondi's bogus bite, shark attack, just a fishy line. Shark attack never occurred and the man who made the claim has been arrested for theft, sources have told. Take a look at him.
Although I did say only 99% I was convinced, I never was quite 100% convinced.
That 1% plays a big role down here, doesn't
It does now.
It just means we've taken another dimension to our job. We're private detectives now. You know, we solve crimes as well as rescue people.
Well, you'd be Kojak then if there wasn't.
Scott's now getting more bad press than the shark. The paper alleges he actually cut his arm on a broken window.
It's one hell of a con job.
And he's probably having a good time now, having a good laugh, because he got away with it for a good week.
What happened tomorrow? Who's to know? Really, it's just that next time it happens, we'll be having a good look, won't we?
And as it turned out, he got caught by the police through his stupidity anyway. So
I guess he probably didn't realise it was going to go worldwide.